I'm Xavi Barata. I am the CEO and founder of King of App. In this video, I will show you a quick tutorial how works our app builder. The idea is that you can understand which steps you have to follow in order to create your first app. The first page that we find is the login and register page. I have my own user, so I just have to log in. If you have to register, you just have to put your name and your mail and your password, and you are directly inside. The first page after the login and password page that you find is My Apps. In this area, you can find all the apps that you have created. Also, you can order your apps by folders. And here you can select the different themes that you need. In order to follow all the tour, I will select an accredited app that this way you can see data in all of the steps. The first page that you log is the welcome page, where you can find some tutorials how it works in detail in the builder area and how you can publish the app, and also the resources that we can give you. Documentation, the GitHub page that you can find different modules to see the code, some mobile apps that you can use for show some examples to your customers, the ticketing page or academy that we have courses, how to create apps, how create engagement and mobile marketing with apps, and how you can code modules from or themes from zero. This is the welcome area. In the dashboard, you can find your app, how works the compilation in your app, if there are some mistake or in your last compilation, in which step is, etc., etc., etc. Another section that you can find in this area is the app status. In this area, you can find alarms with 3 colors. The red flag is mandatory that you have complemented. Yellow flag is recommended that you can edit in order to update some module or something like this. If you can see, the most part of them that there are now, the alarms that I have is just recommendations that I can update modules of my apps. And the blue flags, there are some tips that we recommend you. And here in the bottom, you can see the different releases that you created and versions that you created from your app. Okay. Also, here in the top, you can find these 2 buttons, publish and convert to template. Publish is the button that you have to click in order to publish your app to the iOS market and to the Android market. And convert to template, if you create some template for a vertical, or you are a software company and you have in a basic app with all of your functionalities, you can create your own template. After you have created your own template, when you starting a new app, you always have your template from zero. Okay, here there are the push notification area and analytics area that now we don't talk about these areas because they are more expensive, and we have a tutorials that just talking about these areas. And in the modules and service areas, there are the builder. In the builder, here in add module, you can find more than 360 functionalities that nowadays we have. We have connections with WordPress, with PrestaShop, with Shopify, with Magento. There are a lot of solutions that you can take some data and paint in your app. The idea of our apps is that you select a theme. When you select a theme, you select a package of different web elements like buttons, cards, and bar loading elements, etc., that when you add some modules, these modules don't have the button or different elements, and you painted the data that they are loading these modules with the elements that you selected in the theme. Okay, so when you create a theme, this is a drag and drop area, so you can move the modules in the order that you want. You can put in different context in order to create a complex views. Also, you can add different menus and to create a complex navigation areas. And here in the right, you can see how are working your app. Okay. Here in this area, you have to think that we don't show how works the services. This is the other area that we talk now. Because this is just a simulation. And when you are using services or some module that they are loading the native skills of the mobile, and here is not, they are not working. So you need to compile and try in your device how works the service or how works this native skill. The rest of the things you can try here. Also, we recommend always that you compile and test in real devices because this is a simulation. It's a real simulation, but it's just a simulation. Okay, here you can see the marketplace modules I showed you before. Here you have a search area when you can put whatever you are looking for, etc. And for add, it's just adding the button adding, and it's all. Another thing that you have the marketplace with menus, and we have a lot of menus pre-configured that you can add to your app. Also, you can use the Gorilla menu. This menu is a mega menu pack that you can create a lot of type of menus with this tool. Okay, and the last one thing that I want to commend you is the add container. When you want to create a complex view with a lot of modules, you can use this type of modules to see all the modules in just one view. Here we can see a title and an image that we are loading from the HTML module, and also we are loading a video with a YouTube video module. So that this way we can create a complex views with a lot of type of data. After we create the app, if you want to add analytics or push for these two areas working, we have to go here inside the marketplace of services, and here we can find some things like loading, WordPress login modules, payment modules, advertising modules, and the services are more at the type of the modules that they are working in the background of the app. So in a specific moment, they show you a view or not because just they are recovering data and like analytics. So it depends of the functionality they are working on the back and show you something or not in one area when something requires. For example, if you are creating a e-commerce mobile commerce app, when you have to pay after the checkout page, you load the TPV that you configured before. So this TPV is not a module, it's just loading when the checkout area goes to pay. Okay, so there are different solutions that you can add in your app. So best way to differentiate between services and modules is that the modules that are added inside the structure of the app, inside the menus, and the services are functionalities that they are working in the background. More things. Here in the look and feel area, you can upload different images, and with these images, we resize all the requirements that Apple and Android needs in order to publish your app. So you just have to upload these 4 images, and we do all of the rest of the work. Also here you can add or the color of the background or some image for put in all the app. You can work with the Google Fonts words. You just have to write here and the type of the font that you want to load, and you can load from here. And also here you have the palette of the colors of the app. So in real time you can change, and here you can see the changes. Here you can select a different loaders for your app, and in the platform area you can choose or different styles from your app. If you this is so specific if you want to differentiate the Apple and Android app. And also here in Advanced Edit, you can enter to the code of the theme. So here you can enter to the different elements that have this theme, and you can edit by HTML and CSS if you want. It's not mandatory, but if you want, you have here fully access. This fully access to the code you have also in all of the modules of the website. So for example, if I enter here in this module and I enter in the bottom area here, there are the advanced edit. Here you can enter to the code of the module, and you can edit the functionality, you can edit how look, etc., etc. It's just HTML, CSS, and JavaScript what you can use here, or any framework that do you want to use that is based in JavaScript. Another thing that they have the modules is here there are a multi-language variables. So if you want to create an app with 2 or more languages, you have to activate this option, and with this option you can add the traduction of the module or the data. For example, if you are loading something from WordPress, you have to give which is the URL that they are loading the data from in Spanish, and which is the URL that you want to load the data in English. So these things. The most part of the modules, they are compatible with this system. Okay, and finally, well, after the publication area, I want to show you the to market section. This is where you have to put all the metadata that we will publish in the markets. So here you can add different languages. You have to specify which is the main language of your app, which is your current version, and here you can upgrade if you are creating new changes. And here in Android, you have to select the screenshots that we will update to Android, and we resize it for all the devices. And also we need a specific data also for this marketplace, and here they are the same. The data that we have to upload specific from the iOS marketplace, and here we create the screenshots automatically for you. And if you don't want to use these screenshots, so when we compile and publish for you, You have your own ID and with your own credentials, and you can access to the iOS and Android marketplace and change the screenshots by manually without any problem. But that this way, the publication process is faster. And the publication area here is the main service that we have is the automatic publication. If you enter here in Android and iOS app, so we have some data that we need in order to log in Android or in iOS in the other case. We put the different data and file, a sync file that you can find in Google. Here you have the instructions, how you can obtain this, the Google account and the file that we need, and you just put this data and we are ready to publish your app. In this process, we compile your app, we transform the app in that we are created in web technology to a native technology. We sync the app, and after we publish automatically the app in the both market, iOS and Android. Just there are one exception that when you are publishing in the Android market, the first time we can't publish automatically, so we will compile your app, we sync your app, and I will send you your app and all the screenshots and all the data in one mail, in a zip file to your mail, and you just have to copy and paste to the Google Play forms and publish the app. It's too easy. And we have some documentation and tutorials that you can follow. In our YouTube channel, we have a lot of free tutorials, but also we have an online academy. You can visit academy.kingofapp.com, and here you can find a lot of courses that allow you how to create apps, how you can code modules or themes from zero, or more marketing courses, and there are thinking on how you can generate engagement, or how you can create ASO for your app in the Apple Store and the Google Play, etc., etc. We have courses in Spanish and English right now. And the basic course is in Portuguese also. Here is a landing page that if you want more information about reseller plans or professional plans, here you can find more information. But if you want to know more, or do you want that we send you an email, here we have a chat that, well, you can find some resources, and if not there are any resource that is not for you, you can write to us and ask me if you need something about more information for plans, or how I can do this, or something like this. Okay, and for the professionals that there are professional packages with us, they have a specific service with ticketing with the specific people that they answer you in less than 24 hours. Okay. Another service that we have is that we compile for you the Android app for free. This app is not signed, so you can't publish in the Google Play or another Android marketplace, but is so useful because in 5 minutes, if not there are queue about the people that they are compiling to, in 5 minutes you have in less than 5 minutes you have a mail with a direct link that you can click and install in your Android device and test your app in a real device. So you can create all the app and you don't need to pay anything, and you can test all before pay. okay? And the last option is that you can download the source code of your app. For activate this service, you have to be contracted the auto publication services, okay? And when you have all the app compiled and created, tested, and you put all your iOS and Android data in order to publish in the marketplace, you can go to the cart, and here you will find all the items that you add, and finally pay. And after pay, you go to the dashboard. You go to the dashboard and click to the publish button. So the idea is that the most of the customers that we have is they are professionals. For this, we have special packages for them. But you can start creating an app, and you have published it in the iOS and Android market for just 50 euros per year. That is the cost of the auto publication service. Okay, the idea of our marketplace is that you are freedom to access to the code, freedom to publish your app, and you don't have to wait any other company that compile you and publish you the app, or they send you a code. Here you can download the source code. This is a Cordova project that you can compile outside here. If someday could be any problem, you always are freedom. You have the code of your own app, you have a service that auto-publish for you, you can access to the code, you have a lot of resources in order to show any type of data inside the app. If not, there are some solutions you can create from zero. You are freedom. And this is the idea of King of App. Well, I hope if you have some question, you can answer me in the chat or send me an email to theking@kingofapp.com, and I will answer you in the less time that we can. So thank you for looking my demo, and we are hoping that you can create apps now. Thank you. See you.